Hey, Luke.
Hey.
So we spend a lot of our day in front of screens.
Yes.
Computers.
Yep.
Hours at a time.
Mobile devices.
Televisions.
Yep.
I would say a huge percentage of our day is staring at things with blue light.
Yes.
You know, at night we can set our phones to kind of dial down the blue.
Yeah.
You know, the dim that and give you like that amber setting. It's a little easier on the eye. Isn't as stimulating.
Yep.
Have you ever spent any time with blue light glasses?
A little bit, not a lot.
Okay.
I've experimented with that, but it's one of those things that I could never make it a constant, or never really could see enough of a benefit to go, oh yeah, I need to be wearing these all the time.
Yeah. So I've tested a couple different pair of glasses over the years and brands, and I go through phases more in the winter.
Yeah.
Because the office, I'll usually keep it a little darker just for the setting that I like. In the summer, I like to have a nice bright office.
Yeah.
But when I'm staring at screens, really any time of year, there are periods where I find myself looking at screens and just getting like my eyes burn.
Yeah.
And if the room is black and it's like this bright white screen, multiple monitors, you know, these things that are just kind of like taxing the eyes.
Right.
And, you know, sometimes you'll get headaches, you'll feel fatigued.
Yep.
There's a lot of different things that go with blue light.
Yep.
So I've found that, you know, for different brands over the years that it truly does help.
Yeah.
There are times where I will reach for a pair of glasses that have the blue light filtering. Because of that, I will recognize, man, I'm just feeling eye strain. I'm feeling, you know, so we have here some glasses that were sent to us. These are from Gunnar.
Yep.
And this brand, they have a whole portfolio of different models here. So let's take a look at what we've got.
Okay.
You have a pair, and I've got a pair.
Yep.
And then we'll just kind of show them off. But as a whole, Gunnar has, and I have their website up here, GUNNAR.com. It's a whole line of different ones.
Yeah.
Not just for like computer, but also for gaming.
Yep.
And I think your pair are more for the gaming
They are.
type. So,
Yeah. So the ones that I have are the lightning bolt, and they get their name from the design. On the side has kind of this lightning bolt design on the way that the side ear. I don't know what that. It's just the what is
arm
that called? Is that what it's called on glasses?
I would call it an arm.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's it's got like a little zigzag for a lightning bolt. But yeah, these are made for gaming, and they have a feature that it took us a second. I mean, there was instructions, but we didn't read them.
We don't bother.
Took us a second to figure this out, and it was this is like a strap for around your neck.
We assumed it was just something you would put on the end of these that you could just, when you're not wearing them,
right?
They're here.
Which I thought was a little odd if they're mainly for a sedentary activity.
Right.
Why do I need a sports strap for them?
Yeah.
But there is a reason. So these are made to switch out the arm to replace that arm. And it makes it so that there is no hard plastic around your ear. So if you're wearing headphones or a gaming headset, that arm doesn't get in the way.
Right.
So snap those on there.
And they do
which
say...
is actually it's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah. I thought they said L and R on here. Maybe... Yeah. So this one does.
Yeah.
You have to look closely, but this basically goes on.
Yep. Snaps right in. And then you get the other one on, and you can wear those without any kind of fatigue of... Here, let me show you. Without any fatigue of your headset getting in the way. Now, I will say that they look sweet. No,
they are actually.
they're very comfortable, honestly.
So at first when I took them out, I was like, oh man, these are not me at all.
No.
And I thought that the first time you put those on, I was like, oh man, we had a laugh about it. However, I've looked at you a few times with these on.
Right.
And I've gotten used to it.
Right, yeah. Well, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it feels strange. Now, if you cinch it tight enough where it doesn't feel like it's going to fall off, it does feel a little bit too close to my eyes.
Sure.
It feels a little strange. I do have longer eyelashes, and I'm getting that just like little faint that I'm like touching the lens. So usually when I wear glasses or when I wore glasses, they were out a little farther. But so those feel a little odd, but it is awesome if I was going to put headphones on that I wouldn't have any pressure on the sides from these arms digging into my temples, especially for a long period, an extended period of gaming.
I mean, even an hour sitting there is a long time.
Right.
If you've got headphones in or anything on. I wear contacts most of the time, and I'll switch to glasses. I'll start out the day with glasses. And there are times when I'll just want to play PlayStation or something where I'm, at a TV for hours. Sometimes I'll want to wear my glasses and maybe just listen to a book, or I'm reviewing some headphones.
Right.
And that is a very real thing, to wear those and to put on over-ear, on-ear gaming headphones. And even earbuds. Once, with the arm on and then the earbud in, there's just a lot going on.
Yeah.
So for something like this, that strap just completely gets rid of all of that.
Right.
Pressure.
Now, these, the lenses on these are the amber lenses. So they have a couple different kinds. So they have a clear, which is just a normal clear that still does block some blue. But then there's an amber. And then they have a sun, so sunglasses, and then an amber max, which is just even more of a blue block.
So they rate them with a blue light protection factor. It's like a number. So on the clear glasses, they're 35. What you have there is a 65. And then when you go to sun, it says for protection from digital screens in sunlit environments.
Okay.
So that might be something I want in the summertime,
right,
when I like to have the office nice and bright, but still looking at the screen.
Right.
With Amber Max, it's max protection for those who are sensitive or working at night.
Sure.
Which is going to be, as I mentioned earlier, darker environment.
Right. Staring
at screens. Don't do that, kids. If you're watching your screen, you like to have that nice bright thing. There's a reason why there are lights behind televisions now. And people like to have a little bit of ambient light. Even theaters aren't pitch black because it's not really good for your eyes.
Well, and there's, there are controls on all of our smartphones now for brightness controls. If you're in a dark room, turn it down. Or use the ambient brightness. A lot of our phones, a lot of smartphones now have an ambient brightness setting. Where that will actually adjust the brightness based on what environment you're in.
Some other benefits of glasses like what Gunnar has here is, they block the blue light depending on which ones you go with. The eye fatigue, the dry eyes, the headaches, those are things that can happen from staring at a screen for a long time. Another side effect, I can't really quantify myself, better sleep.
Sure.
There's just less strain. Headaches, some of that's almost kind of feel similar to the symptoms or side effects of dehydration.
Sure.
Just a weird thing where you're just like, man, I just don't feel like me. I've been working all day and I'm not getting anything done. I can't concentrate. It might just be that you need, some kind of blue light protection, even in,
Well, and it's, blue light does, like you said, stimulate your mind. And it's not necessarily maybe sleep better, but you can sleep faster.
Yeah, you can unwind.
Yeah.
Because you're not getting those blue lights hitting you.
Right. And it's more restful sleep because it didn't take you as long to get into a deeper sleep maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are, so what do you think? I know some of the other like blue light filtering glasses I've used have not been tinted this much.
Sure.
What do you think when you wear something like this? Was it pretty easy to get used to for you?
Honestly, it takes probably all of 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Once they go on, it almost feels like, oh, I have hunting glasses on.
Right.
I have something that is, much different than what I'm looking at.
Right.
But after you put it on, look around, then you go back to your screen, I think you'll find pretty quickly that you can adapt to those, even with that amber setting.
Right.
They might look a little weird to a coworker at first to kind of look at you, but hey, if you find the fashion, the design you like, and the blue light factor that works for you, there's a ton of options here at Gunnar's website. And there are some pretty fashionable ones. We received 2 pair here, and I'll show you the other one that I received. You can find something that looks very fashionable or very cool. This isn't the only gaming model.
There's not, some people don't like this more kind of widened look or kind of the wraparound, for lack of a better term, Oakley style.
Yeah.
I think that's the most noticeable, glasses type that people have seen. The ones you have are the...
These are more computer,
right,
under the computer brand. So these are the Pendleton, I believe, is the design. So these have a... Let me see if I can get those in the overhead. You can see these are more of a thin metal frame or steel. Pendleton, this is in slate. I think they also come in another color.
Like an olive green, I think.
Now these are also the same amber, I believe.
Yeah.
And then you can see they're a little bit different design. You can see from the overhead shot.
That yellow.
Yeah, they definitely. But once you have them on, and another thing is that these have the spring-loaded hinges.
Right.
So putting them on, taking them off, they're on there nice and easy. And it, doesn't feel like, here it's a little darker, so it kind of feels a little easier to kind of get used to. But after a few minutes with these, and they don't, they don't squeeze at the temples. They feel comfortable. These are rubber, feel very nice. These don't feel like somebody who was like, hey, we've got an idea for some lenses and we want to get into this market. Like, this is a...
Gunner's been in the game for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, they have sponsorships with esports and stuff like that, and then as they've come out with more of the computer style or everyday wear kind of glasses. And the other thing I'll say is these are not just a filtering. They can do prescription lenses or readers too, and they also have a thing called like Gunnar Focus, which is a slight sharpening on the lenses. So you can get ones that are just the filter, nothing to change your actual viewing. But then they have Gunnar Focus, which is a slight sharpening, and they have readers. You can get like a 1 to 3 power reader, or you can get a full prescription. You just have to send them your prescription, and they'll do whatever lens style you want, whether you want the clear, the amber, the sun, or the amber max.
So I don't know if these have the Gunnar Focus on them, but one of the things that I do notice is it does feel like it's
slightly sharper
as you put them on. So I can't say that that's what's on here.
I wondered the same thing on that, and I don't remember seeing any kind of
like a GF or something on the box.
Right. I don't remember seeing any kind of indication that these have that Gunnar Focus on them. So we can't say definitively whether or not they are, but they do feel like they are slightly focused in.
Yeah. So looking at their website, you can actually find there's a couple of different categories. If you're looking for, you've got gaming, computer, you can go down to youth. You can do prescriptions under those as well, and also sunglasses, reading glasses. And then I believe, let's see what we have under. They actually right now have 15% off reading glasses. They've got some accessories.
Different cases, lens wipes, all kinds of different colors for the lightning bolt style. All kinds of stuff. So.
And I've noticed that they do seem to clean up and wipe pretty easy.
Yeah.
They do come with.
Yep, included in the package is a microfiber or kind of a microfiber cloth. There's a carrying pouch for the lightning bolt for the strap. But yeah, I was quick to kind of laugh these off when we first got them because
the design is so different from what we wear.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But once I put them on and wore them for a little bit to say, okay, let's it's what we do. We review things, we check things out, and
don't knock it.
Yeah, they definitely work.
Yeah. So check out gunnar.com, GUNNAR.com. You can find a whole array of designs and then different lens tints and so forth. So,
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. All right, that's going to do it for this episode of the podcast.
Thanks for listening.
We appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, feedback, concerns, comments, anything, shoot us an email at podcast@AndroidGuys.com. We'd love to hear from you one way or the other. Luke, if someone wants to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
I am on Instagram and Twitter at Luke Gaul, Gaul.
And I'm on Instagram at Scott Webster and Twitter as SWebster77. Until next time, thanks for listening.
See ya.